All right, guys, let's get into it. This is how to free up space on your Windows PC. I am on a Windows 11 PC, but almost all these tips are going to work on Windows 10, even Windows 8, maybe even 7. If you're on 7, come on, it's about time to upgrade. Luckily, I have a 1 terabyte solid state drive, but I have another machine that is always running out of space. And so let's just see how much space we can free today. Right now we have 147 gigs free and we're just starting out. So the first thing we want to do is just go into this C drive. Let's find the Windows folder. And you just want to scroll down to software distribution. So then you want to go into your downloads folder, hit Control A, and then you want to go ahead and hit Control D to delete all those. Control A selects everything. Control D will delete everything. All right. So now you just want to click the Windows key plus R. This will bring up run. Alternatively, you can just type run here in the search bar, whatever's easier for you. And what we want to do right now is type in clean MGR. So clean manager, clean MGR. And then you want to go ahead and select your C drive. And that's going to bring you here. So in most cases, you can go ahead and select all of these. You can double check as well and click OK. And that's going to take just a minute. And you can actually go ahead and do that a second time. Click Windows R and bring it back up again, because you're going to see that some things still have not been deleted. Click OK again. All right. And again, Windows R or run. This time you're going to type appwiz.cpl. So this is going to bring up all your programs that you've installed. So a lot of them you may not have used in some time. So you can organize these by size and we can see what we have here, what we may want to get rid of. For example, I have 2 different versions of Photoshop here. So I don't need this beta version. So I'm going to go ahead and uninstall that. Now, because that's through Adobe's Creative Cloud, it's going to bring up this interface, but that's fine. Going to go ahead and remove that and save some space. And again, you can go through these. I don't need some of these programs. I'll go ahead and uninstall a couple other things as well. All right. And what we're going to do right now is, again, click Run or Windows R. This time we are going to type temp. And if you get this message, it's totally normal. You just need to give yourself administrator privilege and click Continue. Again, you can basically select all these files, Control A, and then Control D. And some of these you can't delete, so just skip those. All right, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go Windows R. And this time, just put a % for and after the temp. Again, Control A, Control D. And for these, you can just skip. And we're going to go ahead and click Run again, Windows R, and type prefetch. Give yourself administrative access. I don't know why Windows does this. You should have full access to everything. We're going to go ahead and select everything. Control A and then Control D to delete it. And again, you can just skip a few of these files, or one file in this case. Now, if you've recently updated from Windows 10 to Windows 11, you can also go to your C drive and you'll see a Windows old folder, which can also be deleted to free up tons of space. That is not the case here, so I don't need to worry about that. Go ahead and empty the recycle bin. Now, one more thing you can do to free up some space. This is a program called WizTree. It is actually free. Go ahead and save this to my desktop. Now, there is a way to do this within Windows, but you have to search for very large files and it's kind of a pain. This is really an easier way to do that. So you just go ahead and scan whatever drive you want. And then if you click File View and you organize this by size, then you can instantly see the largest files on your system. Now, of course, you don't want to delete any Windows system files. In many cases, they won't even let you. But for example, this, I know that I can delete because I have a backup on Dropbox. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I have another one here that I know all of these are on Dropbox. So we're going to go ahead and empty the recycle bin on that. And there you go. Now we have 202 gigs free. So what were we at before? I think we freed up over 50 gigs of space just going through those steps. Now there's another thing you can do. You just search for storage space sense and then click this selection for turn on storage sense. So the first thing is look at temporary files. Downloads, you need to be a little bit careful because sometimes there's files in your downloads folder that are required for programs to run. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and remove these other files. Then we go back to storage sense. So then if you set a schedule here in storage sense, it'll actually do a lot of the things that we've just done for you automatically. Rather than only running this when we run out of disk space, I'm going to run this once a week. Delete files in the recycle bin if they've been there over 14 days. You could even set it to 1 day. Delete files in my downloads folder if they haven't been open for more than, let's say, 14 days as well. And then if you have a connection with an online backup like Google Drive or OneDrive, you can also set this so that it's online only, because these OneDrive files are using up tons of space when they're online and they're also on your computer. So I think this is a really good thing to do as well. And let's make that, if they have not been open for more than 30 days, they'll become online only. And let's run storage sense now. And as you can see, it is now making a lot of these files to be online only, which is what I prefer anyway. Because again, these are not files that are even being used. It's just using up storage space. That's it. We have already freed up 50 gigs of space. I think when it finishes clearing out these OneDrive files, it'll be closer to 100 gigs of free space. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Appreciate you guys.